What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's doing good. So this is gonna be my video about boxing. I think this is when it comes to combat sports, this gotta be, the first one I got into, even before like influencer stuff, because growing up, I was watching Canelo versus everybody. So yeah, I'm very excited about boxing. Um, this month, hopefully, I can cover Xander Zayas versus Drawn Butsinis, which is an exciting fight. Puerto Rico versus USA. Um, who do I want to win? Like, uh, okay, I'll make a video. I'll make a video. But exciting stuff. Boxing has been the main sport for a really long time. They started it earlier than the UFC, and obviously the influencer game, is following in their footsteps. But you have, back to Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, you know, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, the Four Kings, Chavez Senior and Junior. The list goes on and on, but boxing is very exciting. It did have a dark era. We'll definitely get into that, but now it's making a comeback thanks to Turkey Al Sheikh. We gotta talk about that, man. There's so much things to cover, but I'm very excited. Um, I think that Zuffa, we got to talk about Zuffa, how it's changing the game. I want to talk about the IBO and, obviously all the belts, the main belts, but IBO in particular, And yeah, man, everything's looking good in boxing. And, you know, what do y'all think about Zuffa? Is Zuffa going to take over boxing? Are we going to have like a UFC style league, that's going to be exciting to cover. I'm also going to be covering a lot of influencers like Showbiz Adult, Wade Concept, and stuff like that. Also, we'll also try to react to people's fights, follow people's careers, look at their records, watch short clips, make them into a longer form content, and stuff like that, man. It's going to be fun. Every time there's an influencer, we're gonna be covering their things, but that's on the influencer side of boxing. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep this area, traditional boxing, and Tank, Ryan Garcia. It's just a lot of names, Bivol Beterbiev. Is there gonna be? Oh yeah, Anthony Joshua and Fury, man. There's just too much to talk about. But there's just a video for me to flesh out my thoughts. Um, Trying to get ideas, spitballing. But yeah, it's gonna be a heck of a journey. But you know, um, we're also gonna cover a lot about the history, present and obviously the future. But yeah, this is just my feeling out video, trying to get everything off my chest, trying to um, you know, see what I'm gonna do with this portion of the channel, the boxing side. My favorite, I think I started paying really close attention to boxing um in around like 2000, in between 2016 and 2020. This is probably the out of the three, this is probably the one I have the most knowledge about in general. But obviously, there's more people that know about the sport more than me. But I can't wait to cover the sport. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Appreciate it.